Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Deck in at the 3 slot. Lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And Garuba is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
And Garuba is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
They're going to have to think about sitting him out. I mean, that's his second foul here in less than a minute.
To the middle. Pass to Nedovic. Pocket 2. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Deck. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. We played just over a minute here in the first. The 15-footer. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Out to the right wing. Here's Garuba to the wing on the left. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Musa, beyond the arc. That's no good, misses his first shot of the night.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Here's Tavares. It's deflected. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
And a miss there on the triple. Campazzo, the pass to Deck. Traps in the tray. Deck's got 8.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it's blocked. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Here's Musa. Here's Campazzo. Intercepted. And they're pushing it up. Musa grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
A nice shot by Campazzo.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And it's off from three-point range. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Deck. Here's Tavares. Here's Garuba. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Deck. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Campazzo. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Here's Nedovic. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
We wasted absolutely no time getting the ball up the floor. Great instincts in transition.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
To the inside. And Garuba pulls it down. Garuba's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Musa passes to Tavares. Second chance shot. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Musa. Scoreless thus far. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And the layup's good off the glass. Musa's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The 3 ball. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Leading by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Here's Teodosic. Pass to Bone Boy. Here's Mitrovic. Hazonia defending. Here's Cannon. Just 5 on the clock. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen. On Tuesday, then on Friday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games. I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visitors. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And there's the drive. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Hazonia with the ball. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Tries to hit him. That's tipped. And he stays with it. Clock at 4. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the line for him here. He misses the free throw.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. There's Cannon with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cannon's got 5 now.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Hazonia's shot is off. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised.
When it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one misses. Pass to Hazonia. It's tipped, and it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Two minutes now played in the second quarter.
Home team foul. Column boy. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Home team on D. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Count it. Good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Teodosic. Hasn't made one yet. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Away team ball.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Cannon, fires for three. A rebound by Hazania.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
The layup off target. Here's Teodosic. Here's Mitrovic. They set the pick. To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Missed inside. Here's Teodosic. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Good.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
1:04 left here in the second. Cannon can't hit.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Hazania uses the glass to finish the layup. Hazania's got his first basket of the night.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Down low. Here's Mitrovic. Pass to Cannon. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's the teardrop. Unable to get that one. Cannon's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Inside. Back to Hazonia. Out to Ibaka. 11 seconds left in the first half. Hazonia on the wing. With some arc. No good there. Got it up. The shot misses. And that does it for the first half of play. Leading by 8. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. Before
taking a look at the visitors, a tall order for them in this one, looking to steal a win from a very good team. On paper, it's a tough hill climb.
and looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the home team. That'll do it for our show.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. Over to the left wing. Tavares can't hit.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And it's Tavares in at the 5 spot.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Deck. And the call on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Deck at the line for 2. The play will be reviewed.
Closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so he hits both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Musa. Basket counts. Musa's got his third basket of the night right there.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in.
Here's Nedovic. Releases from the wing and drills it. Nedovic has got 9.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
A nice shot by Garuba.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Nedovic. Releases from 15. Musa grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Tavares passes to Garuba. Puts it up from 12. And that one is off. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. There's the screen. Pass to Nedovic. Goes back up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Third personal foul.
And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Campazzo. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Drops in the layup for 2. Campazzo's got his second basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's the triple. Buries it from 3-point range.
That's pretty much not how they would defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
To the middle. Here's Garuba. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. And Garuba pulls it down. Garuba's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Musa. Takes it off the glass. Musa's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Campazzo. Drops in the breakaway layup. Campazzo's got 6.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Substitution on the court.
Campazzo's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Here's Nedovic. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. 12 points for him.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Poked loose. And here's the fast break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
24.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Ibaka. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Nedovic. The rebound by Ibaka.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game. Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Leading by 8. We'll take a quick break, then get you back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. There's a screen. Here's Nedovic. No love that time with that miss. He is now 6 for 9. And Azania gets it to go.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Down low. Over to the wing. Five to shoot. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
For 3. To the wing right side. They set the screen. Here's Nedovic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Hey, right there. It's Herzonia in the corner. No good on the triple.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
To the paint, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's the break. And he banks in the layup.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. Well, not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
Lets it fly. They set the pick, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Substitution on the court. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
.153 left in the fourth. Pass to Boy. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense then great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Got a hand on it. And they're on the break. Here's Mitrovic. Pushes it down to finish the break.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
Finish off by Hazonia.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. There's a good screen. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Teodosic, no good. Outside Gonzalez. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Teodosic, no good. Pass to Hazonia. Outside Gonzalez. Back to Hazonia. Wide open shot is on the money.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
They get it back. Out to the right wing. Tries again. Here's Ibaka. Launches a 3. No good that time. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, any time.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Nunn defends. From the high post, and he nails the jumper.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Nunn defends. Drops in the three. He's got 5.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Osman. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Top of the key jumper, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. From 11 feet away. Tries again. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Osman's got 5.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's the 3. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Will it go? Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3. Now Nunn. Into the lane. He got a piece of it. In transition, here they come.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Fires the 3. Five on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Osman, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. They set the pick. For 3. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Yeah, he's really giving up size in that matchup. But on the perimeter, he can find the room he needs.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage. Make him defend out on the perimeter.
Nunn defends. It's tipped, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Good. He's got 12.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Here's Osman. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Nunn defends. There's a screen. Three-pointer. The rebound by Osman. Pass to Nunn. The 3-ball. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. It's Athens. They lead by 1. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Athens.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
So on the floor for Athens. Defended by Brown. Second chance effort. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Omer, you're 7.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Grant, right side.
Home team foul. Kalinic. First personal foul. First team foul.
From the arc. The shot, no good. In transition, here they come. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, and the advance pass there set it all up. Scanning ahead for the early offense opportunity.
Outside, Brown. Back to your 7. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Two shots.
No good on the second free throw. And here's the fast break. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. He's got 5.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Hits a three-pointer.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Doesn't go for him.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Here's Nedovic. There's a screen. Let's go with a 3. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Their defense is getting beat up the floor, and no adjustments have been made at all.
Inside, they need this. Second shot opportunity. No good at the rim. Fires the 3, and the three-pointer goes.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
And here's Grant from the arc. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
And there's a pick from deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Athens.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Brown for 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Here's Nedovic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
From behind the arc. No luck on that one.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
1:41 left in the second. The bank shot, no good.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie, thanks. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. 1:10 left in the second quarter. And there's the screen. 4-3.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. 14 points for him.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Right wing, the 3. First shot won't go. Athens trails by 8.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line for Yoru.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Fires from deep. No good on the shot. And so that's the end of the first half. Leading by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference. Thanks for tuning in. Now we...
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. The three is up. They set a pick. 6 to shoot. With the teardrop. Shots blocked. And they'll get another chance. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
So on the floor for Athens. Here's Osman. He's got 10. From outside the arc. That shot off. And a minute played as the second half gets going. To the paint.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Jacks up a 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
On the take. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 14. Athens trails by 11. Blocked! Nunn defends. Puts up a 3. Off target with the 3. On offense, here is Athens. The 3. Doesn't go that time.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Oh, got a piece of it. Fast break, here we go. Goes back up. Pass to Osman. The kick out to Nunn. Back to Osman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a screen. There's the 3. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Nunn defends. That's his 4th miss out of 10 attempts. Athens trails by 8. Pass to Osman. Tries it from 19. And it's in. Off the glass. Osman's got 18.
Athens foul call. Number 26. First personal foul. First team foul.
To the middle from close range. It's hauled in by Athens.
They found the shots they wanted in the first half, but since then, it hasn't been quite as easy.
Takes a three. No good that time. 1:31 left in the third. And scoring. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Drains the triple. Osman's got 21 points in the game.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
The home team calls timeout. Osman's gone a terrific 50% from outside the arc. He's 5 of 10. They set the pick. Defended by Brown. To the inside. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks that one from the post.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
And again, it's Athens with a three.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 6 points for him.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Off target from outside.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the pick. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Leading by 6. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
Come on, fans. It's the
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Here's Brown. Now here's your 7. Outside, Brown. The steal. And for Athens. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
That free throw, no good.
your home team.
And the second free throw is good. Athens trails by 7. Got a piece of it. Defended by Brown. They set the screen. Here's Nedovic. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Brown. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
And here's Brown for 3. Down low. Outside for Grant. This one for 3. Tries yet again. And it's good on the layup.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Here's Nedovic. He's covered by Grant. From deep. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
And Brown has got the ball here for Athens. 8-point game.
Home team foul. Mitrovic. First personal foul. First team foul.
Grant outside. Here's 7 a screen. Launches a 3. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
And he got the whistle on the way. And they stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
At the line for 2, Karlinic. The plays on the video review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. The head coach for Athens had some instructions for his guys during the break. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
And Allie, thanks. And he drops the first. He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Athens with it. Trailing by 8. Here's Osman. Drills it from deep. Osman's got 14 points now in the second half.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Nunn defends. And there's the screen. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Athens. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a 3-point play.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
The home team calls timeout. So it's the home team now. Here's Nedovic. Inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Hernan Gomez on the wing. Knocks down the long J. Hernan Gomez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 1:51 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Nedovic to the paint. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Pass to Nunn. Floats one. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Athens.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
6 to shoot. And we're going to have a jump ball. .07 left to play in the fourth. Nunn's got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Hernan Gomez, pass to Osman. Takes the 3. They get it back.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Nedovic. Can they get it? The putback is no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. The home team calls timeout. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Launches it. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Here's Osman. And so it's Athens winning this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside...
Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's Athens and the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. And it's none in at the point guard position. To the inside, Tavares. Good on the bucket.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Now Athens with it. It's a three-point game. Over in the corner, Osman. Offline with his three. Here's Musa. It's stolen. Here's Osman. Hernangomez has a screen. This one for three. And it's Osman missing. Here's Musa. It's deflected, and that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Deck. Hernangomez covering. Tavares passes to Deck. A second chance effort. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Athens. Here's Osman. Athens with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Deck. Off with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Fires at the elbow. Tries again. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
There it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Athens shooting their first free throw of the night here. Here's Campazzo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Here's Osman. It's good from long range.
There you go. Not the best start, but maybe that's the shot that gets him in rhythm.
Here's Campazzo. Defended by none. That one no good. Now Athens with it. There's Lucas, and he drives in. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Nunn kicks to Osman. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Musa passes to Campazzo. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Tavares. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba, just 5 to shoot. For the three. Hernangomez grabs the miss. Here's Osman. And the three off target.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Tavares. Athens getting their last shot to go. Here's Campazzo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Campazzo's got his second bucket tonight.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup. Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Here's Garuba, and he jams it with authority.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Osman. That three off the mark.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Athens trails by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. They get it back. Comes up empty down low. It's hauled in by Athens. Now here's Nunn. Trains it from beyond the arc.
You know, a guy with that size from the downtown three-point area, no chance for a defender to alter that shot.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. They lead by 3. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Right wing. Offensive rebound. Brown outside. Grant for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Taking a look at Athens. Got that one up quick.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Grant, that's good. Up top, Gonzalez. On Tuesday, then on Wednesday.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Grant. Floats one up. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And that goes out of bounds. No keep possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Gonzalez, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The kick out to Brown. Here's Grant. That shot off. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Launches it from deep. Puts up a deep 3. A rebound by Hazanya. And here we go. Fast break. Gonzalez has got it. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. 5 points in the game.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Yurtsevin, no good. And they're running. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To the middle, here's Ibaka. It's blocked. Fast break, here they come. And here's Brown outside. Athens gets it back in a new 14. Grant outside. 6 on the shot clock, and it goes down 2 points. Grant's got 9 points in the quarter. There's 1:59 left to play here in the second quarter. Goes back up, and the layup is good.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Brown finds Grant. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. It's hauled in by Athens. Hazonia defending. Grant outside. Shoots it. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. And Athens leads by 2.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're hitting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
A shot, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Again, the miss by Grant. Outside, Gonzalez. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's the screen. 34 seconds left to play here in the half. Ibaka comes with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That will be a redraw.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Yurtsevin with the bucket. Yurtsevin's got his first 2 points.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
They get it again. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Here's Grant, and the layup falls. Grant's got 14 points for the game.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Athens ahead. They're up by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
You take a look at the home team, you expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see who performs well late in the Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals how they reflect that.
Keeping every.
And that is it for halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Brown. He has yet to score. And it's Garuba in at the power forward position. Grant on the wing. Out left to the wing. Latre. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And for Athens. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And the home team has possession. Stolen by none. Unhindered, going all the way. Finished off the break.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Campazzo. It's good. Campazzo's got his third basket of the night.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now, here's Nunn. Not a lot of room. Deck pulls it in.
Good idea trying to draw the foul. Very creative, to say the least.
Campazzo, the pass to Tavares. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Osman. Clock at 6. And here is Hernan Gomez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hernan Gomez has got his first points of the night. And the home team has possession. They trail by 3. Here's Campazzo. Here's Tavares. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And it's Osman missing.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And that one's good. Osman.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got 8 points.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Pass to Nunn. Launches it. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And they pick up 2.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Osman. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Tavares. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
No dice on the putback jam. Musa passes to Campazzo. Here's Deck. No good from the wing.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Sinks the three-pointer. He has 6.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Now Athens with it. It's a 1-point game. Another 3 for Athens.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. And he converts the layup. Campazzo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
He takes it in, and it's in there.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Here's Garuba. He's got 8. Here's Musa. Tavares passes to Musa. Here's Garuba. No good on the 3.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Picked him clean. Here's Campazzo. Defended by Nunn. Here's Garuba. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's good on the putback. And Athens leads by 2.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Athens leads by 2. And we're coming right back at... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And it's Tavares in at the center. 6 to shoot. Campazzo's shot is off. Knocked away. And here comes the break. Musa can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's none. Athens moving the ball around. Osman off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And Athens calls time here, and it's a completely new group for Athens. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the head coach for Athens talked to his team during that timeout. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. A rebound by Hazania.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Ibaka outside. Grant against Gonzalez. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. There's Hazania. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Now Athens with it. Grant goes in, and the dunk by Grant.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Count the basket.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we've talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Down kicks to Yurtsevin. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got his first points in this one.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Hazania. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Hazania's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Grant for 3. Good on the triple. Grant's got the lead up to 5 now for Athens.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Ibaka, the pass to Hazania. Driving to the basket. The shot that time, not on target. Athens leading by 5. Extended by Ibaka.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Stolen by Yurtsevin. Grant outside. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. And it's a 9-point Athens lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Athens.
I like their defense today. If we don't talk about that side of the ball enough, you can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time. Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Banked in off the glass. And here is Athens now. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Brown outside. Rich Saban. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Gonzalez's shot is off. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Kept alive, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And Athens leads by 11.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
So it's Athens winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for the...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Three-pointer. He can't get that one to fall. Here's Campazzo. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Get the perimeter. To the inside. Soft touch off the glass.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
To the middle. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Missed inside. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. He drops it from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Yoruba passes to Campazzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They set the pick. It's intercepted. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Musa, good.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Inside, knocked loose. No good with a layup. Here's Deck. Over to the left wing. Here's Campazzo. And another shot. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. From deep. Five to shoot. There's a screen.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Gets another look. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. And the layup falls.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Deck. And it's off from three-point range. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Campazzo. From down in the low post, it goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Lets it go from deep. And he can't get that one.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills. And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Here's Garuba. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
2 shots.
And even... disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Second chance shot. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Another shot. And rejected. But if it goes, no good. Misses at the buzzer. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. They lead by... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Here's Nedovic. The three is up. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh yeah, you're done.
To the paint. It's stolen. It's 2-on-1. Oh, had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't make the three. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. On Tuesday, then on Thursday.
At the line for your home team, number 6. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
They set the pick. From downtown, they get the rebound. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Ibaka with it. Still without a bucket. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. To the left wing. Ibaka with a steal. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Connects from downtown.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Pass to Azonia. To the wing, right side. Now here's Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. The shot won't fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Drops in the layup for 2. 6 points for him.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
There's the triple. And he makes no mistake. Slam
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Fires for three. Counted from distance.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Pass to Azonia. Boom! He jams it straight down.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
And the bucket is good.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Pass to Ibaka. Here's Gonzalez. Here's Azonia. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's Nedovic. There's a screen. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Out to the right wing. Here's Azonia. Blocked! And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. 27 seconds left in the first half. Let's go with a three. On target from range. 13 points in the game.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And we finished off one half of play. Up 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what.
And moving on to some... Thanks, as always, for watching.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the 3, the small forward.
Come get it.
Driving inside, and he banks in the layup.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Here's Campazzo. From deep three-point range. Unable to get that one.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And the 3 off target.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for them, they're still out in front.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Musa, good.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And that was good.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Garuba. Knocks it down from distance.
If you give a shooter of his skill, an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Count it. Garuba's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Fires the three. Garuba with a rebound. Here's Musa. Give him 8. Here's Deck. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Deck's gotten his first basket of the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Six on the shot clock. Looking to end this cold spell. And the shot goes. He's got 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Garuba. He takes it in. Banked it in off the glass.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And it's good for 2.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Deflected. Pass to Campazzo from deep three-point land. Here's Garuba. To the right side. Clock at 6. Here's Musa. Offensive board. Ooh, tough possession there. They stayed with it. Just couldn't make the shot. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Over to the wing. There's a screen. Lets the three fly. And Campazzo pulls it down. 59 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Kept alive. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
And he jams it home with authority.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Musa. Give him 8 points now. Hits the trifecta. He's got 11.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
It's scooped up. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. Sinks the tray.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Pass to Deck. 4-3. And he makes it. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Can't hit from in close.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Up by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in a 2-guard. three-point range.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
The home team calls timeout. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work." Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Okay, thanks, Allie. The three is up. That shot off the mark.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Driving in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. For three. They get it back. Six to shoot to the inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Nedovic. No good on the triple. In transition. Sinks it from distance.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. No one near him. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. So it's the home team now. There's the three. Musa, no good. Here's Nedovic. They set a pick. Down low. Just 5 on the clock. And there it is for him.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Driving to the basket. He shoots it. Musa, no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Hazonia. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's the three. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Nails it from three. 19 points in the game.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throw now.
Here's Nedovic. 1:07 left to play in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. From the arc. And Hazonia pulls it down. To end the run. That shot missing. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots. And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And they get it back. Out to the right wing. And there's a pick. Here's Nedovic. Offline with a three.
Another missed three, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Now here's Ibaka. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one to walk into enemy territory and
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to the away team.
Here's Cannon. Down low to the right side. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Osman. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 4 on the shot clock. Athens needs to get a shot up. From deep. That one doesn't go. And here they come.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Osman. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Cannon. It's hauled in by Athens. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. To the left wing. Here's Nunn. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Here's Cannon, defended by Nunn.
Athens foul call. Number 26. First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the away team.
The first one falls.
Cannon at the line for 2.
And so Cannon nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now, here's Nunn. It's up a 3. Doesn't go for him. There's Cannon with the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not going to come from. Terrible job there by the D. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
There's the pick. Pass to Bone Boy. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. The 3. The offensive rebound. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Out to the right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Hits it from three-point range.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Osman. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Osman's got his second basket of the night. Osman's gone 2 of 4 from distance tonight. Here's Cannon, defended by Nunn. Five to shoot. Inside. Here's Bowling Boy. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. And it's Osman missing. Osman's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Here's Bowling Boy. There's the drive. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Cannon from long range. It's hauled in by Athens. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shoots the three. The putback. Can't get the putback. Hernan Gomez covering from the arc. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. 11 seconds left to play here in the first. In the corner, Nunn with it. Hits the three-point bomb. Nunn's got 6 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. They're up by 3, and the second quarter will be... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Grant outside. Off target from outside. Pushing it up. Here's Nedovic. Off target at the rim. Athens trails by 3. Here's the 3. That one misses. He's covered by Grant. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Puts up a deep 3. The shot, no good. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Nedovic. Here's Mitrovic. Still yet to score. 4 on the clock. To the wing right side. Dos Santos. His three-pointers off the mark. Grant right side. The kick out to Brown. And here is Yurtsevin. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
To the middle. Here's Mitrovic. It's hauled in by Athens. Takes the 3. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first one at the line is good.
For the away team, number 31.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Grant. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Dos Santos. He's covered by Grant. Dos Santos, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Pass to Yurtsevin. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Dos Santos sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 5 points in the game.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Looking to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in. And there's 1:45 left in the first half. There's the pick. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
Away team ball. Shooting for the away team.
And so he hits the technical free throw. .132 left to play in the first half. He can't hit that time. Athens trails by 9. Grant for 3. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. And here's the fast break.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Dos Santos, he's covered by Grant. Here's Mitrovic. Just 5 on the clock. The 9-foot shot, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Brown outside. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Right wing. Dos Santos, he's covered by Brown. Lets it go with a 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Grant for 3. The second chance effort. Misses off the right iron.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
He should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Dos Santos can't connect from 14 feet out, and the first half is now in the books. They're up by 10, and we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court.
One thing that stands out to me, guys, is the disparity in free throws. They need a new recipe for getting to the line.
Yeah, Fury.
Now let's go ahead and recognize. And that about wraps it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And it's Osman in at the 4 slot. Over to the wing. Here's Cannon, defended by none. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Athens trails by 10. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Athens moving the ball around. On Friday, then on Tuesday. And for Athens, and it's Osman in at the power forwards position. Takes it inside. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Cannon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory. Ball boys, shot is off.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Fires the 3. And it's Osman missing. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Cannon from long range bangs home the trifecta. Cannon's got 8 points.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
From downtown, it's hauled in by Athens.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Driving through.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
exercising his authority.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. To the left side wing, Osman. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Osman's got his third bucket of the night.
That's a three.
So it's the visitors now. Here's Cannon. He's got 8. Pass to Bone Boy. Pocket 6.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Athens trails by 8. Out to the right wing. The 3. No good. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Osman missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Pass to Cannon. Over none.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
1:36 left to play in the third. Here's Lucas. Misses the layup. And he gets it to go. He has 6.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Athens trails by 12.
Away team foul.
And it's a completely new group for Athens.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
From outside the arc. And no good that time.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
.50 seconds left here in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. The rebound by Grant.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Fires from 18. Lays it up and banks it in.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Here's Cannon. Finish off the break. Cannon's got 10 points.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
He's off on that one. Fell through 3/4 of play. Down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 15. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Brown.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
No good from Grant. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
It's tipped. With the drive. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
They set the pick. Lets the three fly. The shot's good from Nedovic.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Nedovic. Just 5 to shoot. Tries yet again. It's hauled in by Athens.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Out to the wing. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the wing right side. Athens with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Grant. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Right wing, the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And Athens calls time here. And Athens with some changes. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the head coach for Athens talked to his team during that timeout. Told his guys, focus up right now. Everybody needs to be on the same page out there. Let's go out there and take this game right now. Big words, guys.
Thank you, David. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Lets it go. He doesn't hit that one. Athens trails by 14. Here's Lucas. Off on the layup. There's 1:47 left in the game. And Nunn has got the ball here for Athens. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The shot will not fall. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Knocks down the three ball.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Osman. Athens with another miss. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home
stretch. Dos Santos defended by Nunn. There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bucket is good. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
The three. No good on the shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Hands it from downtown.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And that one's good. Osman. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And in the win, a
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at point guard. And Musa pulls it down. Here's Campazzo. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Osman. 4-point game. Here's Garuba. Pass to Campazzo. With the drive. Back to Garuba. That's tipped. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Campazzo. Nunn defends. That shot is good by Campazzo. On offense, here is Athens. 4-point game, and he drives in, uses the glass on the layup.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Musa. Pass to Osman from behind the arc. Knocks down the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Campazzo. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Hey, here's Nunn for three. Garuba with a rebound. Here's Musa. And there's the drive. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Blocked! And they get it back. Out left to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Goes up again. It's hauled in by Athens. From the strike. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Osman's got his second basket of the night.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip in.
Garuba with the bucket.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
1:49 left in the first.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
It's a one-on-one situation. The rebound by Osman. Athens trails by 3. Outside Nunn. Takes a 3. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And Campazzo missing. Campazzo's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. They get it back. Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. The 3 is up. No good. That's his third miss out of 5 attempts. 40 seconds left in the first. Puts one up from 19, and the jumper falls for him. Garuba's got 6 points. And so it's Athens with it. Pass to Osman. Puts up a 3. No good there.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved. Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. He has 7.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Musa, good. Five ticks left in the first quarter here. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. The putback. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. They lead by a bucket. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
There's the drive, and that one is stuffed right through.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Here's Hazonia, and he goes in for the dunk.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Pass to none. Here's Osman. That three's off the mark. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And some changes here for Athens.
Substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball. 3-point lead. Grant with a steal. It's Brown on the wing. You're at 7. They shoot again. Outside, Brown. The putback. Outside for Grant. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Grant's got his first 3 points of the game.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
You're at 7 on the double team. And stolen by Brown. From outside the arc. The putback. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Here's Gonzalez. Offensive rebound. And here's Grant from the arc. It's good on the putback.
And a big part of their offensive success right now is the ability to create second chance opportunities.
Misses the 3. On offense, here is Athens. To the inside. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 4-point Athens lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Gonzalez misses.
Yeah, that shot's not going to make his teammates or coaches happy.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of shot helps with is your opponent's chance of winning.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And miss after miss right now.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Goes up again. Here's Grant. Pass to your 7. Back to Grant.
Ball is turned over. Away team ball.
.156 left in the first half of this game. Here's Hazonia. Takes the 3. Second shot opportunity. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Ibaka's got his first basket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
1:27 left in the first half. This one for 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
The 3. Fires in the triple. 7 points in the game.
I just love the ball move.
Here's Hazonia. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Athens leading by 6. And he drops it in from the low post.
This story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
He buries it from three.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the three ball.
From downtown, here at 7, passes to Brown. No good on the three.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Gonzalez. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
At the line for the away team, Gonzalez.
He hits the second from the line. 26 seconds left to play in the second quarter. On the wing, Grant. Three-pointer. The shot off that time. Grant's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Here's Gonzalez. Second chance effort. And he's going to the line for 2. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
For the away team, Gonzalez taking 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
Calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Athens shooting their first free throw of the evening. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Athens. They're up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now. So guys, what are your keys for the second half of a close one like this?
Rebound, passing, shooting. I think those will be important.
I agree with Shaq. Whoever plays a better game of basketball, they're going to win.
Wow, that is some in-depth analysis. Rebounding, passing, shooting, whoever plays better. Wow, you got. And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the visiting team. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Athens with it. It's a 5-point game. Inside. Soft touch off the glass. 9 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point guard position.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Osman's gone only 3 of 10 here from the floor. Garuba, no good. Athens leading by 7. Here's Osman. Give him 8 points now. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Garuba, nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Garuba's got 10.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net. Sometimes you just have an off. night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
To the middle. Oh, ripped away. Hey, here's none for three. Buries it from three.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Garuba, no good.
Team starts the second half missing 4 or 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
He's all alone. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Osman, no good.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
That shot is good by Campazzo.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
To the left side wing. Pass to Hernan Gomez.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Deck. Goes back up. Garuba passes to Campazzo. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
For the tie. Gets the 3 to fall. 10 points for him.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his second this half.
And Athens calls time here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Grant attacks. Count it. Grant's got 5 now.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Deck. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look.
Coach's challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And here's the fast break. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Man, good whistle there.
Athens shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And so he makes both from the line. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. It's hauled in by Athens. Grant outside. Takes it inside. Garuba with a rebound. Garuba's got his 4th rebound in this one. He's covered by Yurtseven. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 11.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
It's stolen. Lets it fly from 18. Up again. Garuba with a rebound. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Deck. He's covered by Grant. Deck passes to Campazzo. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Here's Garuba. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Yurtseven's got rebound number 8 now. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Musa. And it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. The visitors with the ball.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, or you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Deck in at the small forward position.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Outside, Brown. Garuba with the rebound. Brown's gotten just 1 of his 7 shots to go. Pass to Garuba. To the wing, right side. From deep. That one won't go. That's his 8th miss out of 15 shots. Grant outside. The 3 ball. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 4 assists in the game. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Athens leading by 9. And he makes it on the layup.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And the ball goes out of play following the shot. On offense, here is Athens. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And Athens calls time here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. The head coach for Athens had some instructions for his guys during the break. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. They get it again. Snatched away. Here we go. Hits the 3-pointer. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Athens?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Puts up a deep 3. And Campazzo missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Osman. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Osman's got 6 in the quarter.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the 3-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Good on the shot. Hernan Gomez has got his first points of the game.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Pass to Osman. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Hey, here's none for 3. Garuba with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
That shot is good by Campazzo. Campazzo's got 9 points here in the second half.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
A deep three. He can't hit that time.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Osman, no good. And unable to corral the miss as it goes out of play. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. None. The pass to Hernan Gomez. And he slams it in one-handed.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Hey, here's none for three. And Musa pulls it down. And they're running. Here's Campazzo. No good. Unable to win this run. Now Hernan Gomez. And so it's Athens winning this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate that.